And good afternoon, Stinger fans. And kickoff from Bishops. Welcome back, men's rugby. We started a little bit earlier. Referee did not respect the RSCQ rule. The game start. Gators on the attack down the short side. Pushed into touch. Bit of a lazy start here from the Stingers. Offside at the breakdown. Too easy of a penalty to give up. So Bishops will looking for the corner here. So the Gators will take their chances at the line out. Elliot Conyer is called for the offside.
And the rest of the Stingers. The Gators will be announced when I have the lineup. Thank you.
So Bishops up and in. It's a great line out. They're going to attack here at the line. Big tackle from the Stingers. A little bit of pick and go here from the Gators hooker. Concordia successfully has slowed this down. And a goal line fever here from the Gator pack. It's Jack Weller tries to get his defense organized, and it just doesn't happen. And just like that, we are
On the track for the Gators, number 1. One on the try, Spike, I'll let you know. 9 on the kick. Is good. Number 9 with the kick.
And just like that, 7-0. We have not played a lot of rugby yet. But that penalty was a huge one, as the Stingers can't keep the Gators out. And the restart here from Jack Weller. He'll float this high as the pack will get under it. It just travels 10. That's well done and well recovered by the Stingers as they attack down the short side here. It's a pick and go, and there's a lot of daylight here. There's a lot of daylight here for the Stingers, who take it underneath the posts. Quick pick and go from Calvin Zulo. Mason. Sorry, that's Mitch Curry who's wearing number 2 today. And that was Khalid Abu Yala with the pick and go before that. Attacking now the Stingers. Yala again. Libor Stefik in support. Cam Hart, as usual, around the ball. Elias Burnell, and he drives on strong there, and this is a great response from the Stingers, who have woken up pretty fast here. Cam Hart with the clear out. They're inches away here, the Stingers. The pick and go, they held up, they're down. And just like that, it's 7-5. Well, we got a bit of a shootout here happening today, folks. Never a terrible thing for the fans.
Score by number 7, Elias Brunel.
So Weller will tee it up. We'll try and make this a 7-7 game.
On the conversion, number 9, Jack
So, from one kickoff to another, we're
Number 1. And number 9.
they get it out. Torden, Cootie, Hart. And the Stingers are off to the races here in front of the home fans. That's number 14, Mike Cavalier. He's still going, rumbling down to the middle of the park. Stingers are there in numbers. That's going to be a penalty, and that is a penalty all day long. The current laws, you just can't do stuff like that anymore. It's a good clear out, but a poor decision there. Good crowd. A lot of bad haircuts here in the stands today. Got the rugby mullets all over the place. That's brought down in a maul. We'll wrestle back there from the Stingers. Bishops have maintained possession. They'll take it up and attack the short side. We saw that in the earlier game by Sherbrooke, working that short side well. Some good clearing out there as the Stingers get back set in their defensive line. A skip pass out there, and there's daylight there for the Gators if they can maintain possession. Torden with a big tackle there. Burnell cleared out of the breakdown. They're getting it back. Bishops with the flow again. Well tackled there. They're picking on that tight channel. They'll take it in. Forward pass. No, apparently not. Cheeky box kick here. All kinds of problems for the fullback, but the referee's bringing this back.
Full advantage on play. In from the side.
Kellen Despa, he was under a lot of pressure there. And we've gone back quite a way here. Did not see an arm out for advantage. Sorry if you're just joining us. The referees decided to start the game 15 minutes earlier than it was supposed to kick off. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Line out Gators.
Bishops will bring this down. They're going to drive this on. 8 meters out from the try line, and they get a good second shove on going here, and may have broken too early, but no.
Try scored by the Gators. Number 2 on the try.
So a quick short line out and a shear off, and number 2 scores for the Gators. Both these teams battling for a playoff spot. Whoever wins today has a good chance of going on the road, though. Second's almost out of reach for both of these teams. Nope, he's missed there. So after 10, Bishops Gators lead the Concordia Stinger men's 12-7. The second try there from Bishops takes them a little bit in front. Now we'll see if we can have another stirring kickoff here from the Stingers. Good to hear James Carrier back in the stands. Weller, it's high, and 12 for Bishops comes forward and knocks it on, surely. And Concordia are going to be accused of tackling a player in the air. But hard to see that. Seriously hard to see that. I wonder if he's going to call Bishops for being in front of the kicker here. No, they get back. So, ball goes into the stands, and Jim Carey gets his hands on it to chuck it back. Got a lineup for Bishops just around the halfway line. William Parry will try and get this Gator lineout going, and he does. Concordia choose not to contest. It's an interesting strategy there, and they'll try and punch it up through the middle, which they do with a lot of success. Alexander Boubin. The Stingers are successful in slowing it down. They're not doing a lot of complicated things here, the Bishops Gators, but they're doing it well, and they're executing it just perfectly, and that's a great kick. Oh, and it's bounced in. Well done. The Bishops scrum half. Oh, McDonald. He's got a deft left foot. Oh. Now it's Concordia's turn to try and clear their lines here. Zulu brings it down. It's a great lineup from Concordia, but it really hasn't gone that far. And they're still inside the 22. Stingers got some space out here. Torton, Hart, Cam Hart, making friends as he always does out there. And with interest, Weller. He gets wrapped up around the base of the ruck. Both his folks here today made the journey from beautiful London, Ontario to be here. I believe his grandparents are watching back in Sheffield, so shout out to Jack Weller's grandparents, who were, I'm sure, were also watching Jack's sister Amy play in the previous game. Nice to see that our fans are watching from all over, especially this time of night in the UK, 8 o'clock. As the Stingers are called for not releasing, and Parry points to the corner. And Bishops are going to try this line out one more time. Of course, in rugby, 4 tries gets you the bonus point. So it's important to try and get up as early as you can. If you can, of course. Don't think this is going out to the backs anytime soon. The lineup formula has worked well for the Gators so far. I'll get it up. Oh, well stolen there, and Concordia have still managed to turn it over. They've slowed Bishops down, though. It's Bowden Stankovic, the number 5, who was trying to get up there and get his hands on the ball, along with Dylan Driver. But at the end of the day, it's a try, and Bishops have scored their 3rd of the afternoon here. And the traveling Bishops fans letting the hometown Stingers fans have it. relatively early here.
Angus Wright. Second of the day.
So it's McDonald with a left-footed conversion. He curls it right down the middle. Holy smokes. What a great kick there. And 19 points to 7 after 16 minutes. And the Stingers have their work cut out for them. High, and that's well brought down. The Stingers, that's one thing they've done well today is recover these kickoffs. Can they make it count? They drive it on up the middle. Weller looks to get his back line going here. Cootie, oh, it's a bad knock on. Well, you saw him look up just before he caught the ball there.
Knocked on by the Stingers. Scrub Gators.
Yeah. The Butterfingers chant goes out from the Gators crowd. Not much to cheer about here if you're a Stingers fan so far, except for the response to the first try. I feel if they don't score soon, this game is going to get away from them rather quickly. Solid scrum there from the Gators. And Calvin Zulu has stolen it. He's off. Got to get that out. Weller again. Well done there. Cam Hart. He takes it on the full, on the burst. They're lining up here on the left-hand side. Torden. Stefek. Oh, and it's just gone behind him. The Stingers get to live another day here. The Gators not trying to poach too much. Again, poor handling from Concordia. Weller. He's knocked it on. Yeah, the referee said that they've come through the gate and they've knocked it on, so.
Knocked on by the Stingers. Scrub Gators.
Libor Stefik just couldn't hold on to the previous pass. And Elias Brunel
The Stingers are selling
couldn't quite hook up.
Stinger alumni t-shirts at the canteen. Check it out. There's also beer at the canteen. It's $9.
We'll see if they can take this ball against the head again. Almost halfway through the first half here. You can see there in the end zone the women's rugby holding their graduation event. It's a great scrum from Concordia, and Stingers are under pressure. Oh, well done by Elias Brunel to slow that down. By Concordia some time. Surely this is not releasing. The referee not going with that. Torden gets trucked in the tackle. Weller brings him down eventually. Concordia under pressure here, and that's a great little Scooby-Doo run there from the 9, McDonald, but well brought down by his opposite number, Weller. Bishops pile into the breakdown here. Bishops. Oh, Cam Hart went for the interception. And Concordia are in trouble here down the far side. Weller's coming across. Well tackled inside, but the support is there. Oh my goodness, what a step from Bishops. And 24-7. And that is the bonus point try already after 20 minutes. Well, Cam Hart went for the interception on the far side, and it was 3-on-1 after that. And the Stingers are reeling here. As McDonald will try to make this a 19-point lead. As he strikes it over, and it's going to take something special for the Stingers to come back at this point. Boy, like as we saw last year, not impossible. So we'll see if we can regain the restart. I said before, it's definitely one part of the game today that Concordia has done extremely well on. Libor Stefik has regained 2 of them, but he won't get this one. Brunel. Stingers putting in their tackles, but Cam Hart tries to counter-ruck this one. A bit of a mismatch going on here. Of course, this is going to leave Concordia a bit short in the backs. Gators pick and go. Brunel surely has... Oh, he's been cleared off. McDonald, Perry, Stankovic. It's a big man in the middle of the field. And the Gators just seem to have that extra step in them so far. They knock it up into the middle of the park again. Referee says it was out. McDonald, I tell you, he's a feisty jack in the box, this guy. We'll try and clear it out. Not the greatest of kicks. Now, can Concordia counter off his foot, so we're good there. He's got to look for something to do. And he's going to need some friends. We'll be up around midway. They have advantage. Weller. Concordia still playing with the arm out advantage here. Must take advantage of it. Cootie tries to clear him out. Still with advantage, I believe. Brunel. He's caught. Weller. And we're off to the races here. Concordia again. Still going. Still going. Torton getting over the ball. Hart for the pickup. He still drives on. Gets a second effort in there. Weller. Oh, and they've knocked it on Concordia. Or have they? Now, he dropped it down and it came off his foot. I think the referee is going to have a little word with the assistant referee here, but if it's a try, it's the worst grubber I've seen in my life, but you'll take your 5 points where you can get them. It looked like it came down his body and off his leg, and then forward. Gillette Abba Yuhaya is having a stormer here, a couple of great runs. So, of course, the question also becomes, did he knock it in the in goal area or out of the in goal area? So, it's a goal line dropout. So he's knocked it on in the field of play. It's been grounded in the in goal area by a Bishops player, and that will be a goal line dropout. Yeah, he just had a great run there. He just didn't have the support of the legs. To get 5 points, Concordia desperately needs some points here to keep this game within touching distance, as we have played 25 minutes. Down the middle of the pitch, somebody's got to call for it. Yeah, you just got the feeling there that he wasn't comfortable. And the referee is going to say that's a knock-on. Well, it's been that kind of afternoon so far for Libor Stefik from the Beaconsfield Rugby Club. Hung up into the middle of the field, and neither he nor Connor Torton seem to want it. Let's hope the Blue Jays can play a little bit better outfield than that this afternoon. Any Yankees fans here in the container? Didn't think so. Let's see if Mitchell Curry can steal one here. He did the last time. At the same part of the pitch. As Concordia drives the Bishop's scrum, and Bishop's got a great shove on here, and they've got numbers that they can use it. Oh, missed tackle there. And Bishops are rumbling here. Well, some great second efforts here from Doucette. And they have numbers here, Bishops. Still playing with the ball in hand. And the winger, ooh, that's a high tackle, surely. I think he was in touch. So another little conference goes on. It certainly got a high tackle. Question will be, was it in the field of play or not? And we've had a couple here from the Stingers, so bit of chat. Get the feeling the next one's going to be a yellow card. The referee seems to be explaining that. We've had quite a lot from both sides. Well, Calvin Zula is walking backwards, so that's a pretty good indication. It's going to be a penalty, and it is to penalty Bishops. Yeah. Well, it's going to be a line-out or a scrum here. You get that.
Line out Gators.
Oh, they go short to the front here, and Bishops just short of the line. They're going to get over the line here, though. Try number 5 takes us to 31-7 after 30 minutes, so trick play in front of that line out, which wasn't a terrible idea. They were able to maintain possession and get over the line here. And the Bishops fans letting the Concordia fans hear about it. I think at this point, the bonus point for 4 tries is something Concordia needs to be looking at. Try and claw their way back into this. Like I said, the restarts have been very good. Just haven't been able to build on them. It's up. And it's good. And McDonald adds to his tally today. Well, only Bishop's fans could build a house without a roof, so they can have it. The chant from the crowd, this is our house from the Bishop's fans, but this house is built of straw that they're sitting on. Anyways, Weller with the restart. It hangs again. Brunel. Will there be a Butterfinger call from the Concordia Stingers fans? Probably not. Hart. How about you? He's had a great game so far. Weller. Didn't see the gap there, Jack, but he's trying it. Had advantage. Stingers can probably put this into the corner and try and build on it. Oh, Weller. Quick tap. You want to say this was straight off the training ground, but you hope that's better than that. They seem to be confused. Oh, Weller tries the flick pass back inside, but the Gregan was unsuccessful. And they have advantage here, and Bishops are going to have a go here from their own goal line. Oh, and he's knocked it on, Bishops, and Concordia. Well, Concordia have knocked it right back. So a double knock on. We'll see Concordia get a scrum, and can they build from this an attack position? Rather curious decision there to tap and go quickly. But so Weller will get it in. Well, we expect to see Calvin Zulo off for a bit of a run here from the base of the scrum. Or not. Nope. Weller. Torton. Hard on the dummy. Despot takes it into contact, and Willer switches it up. Oh, this is a great run here. They found that hole. This is Concordia. They just got to hold on to the ball. Jackson Alexander with a deft sidestep. Ball thrown away, again in position, but I believe we have advantage coming back here to the Stingers. We do. Don't think we'll see a quick tap this time. Well, I think we are going to see a quick tap. So not a lot of confidence here in the lineouts, I guess. Mitchell Curry is going to tap this with his foot and have a go at the line. No doubt we'll see some trickery. Zulu. He gets it out. Hart down the middle. He's tripped up. The Stingers pick and go here for the line. Pick and stopped again. Piling in to the breakdown area. And sent back with some interest. The line is begging. Torton, he's stopped. And a chip over the top. Could be anybody's ball. And it's a Bishop's ball, but again, we've had advantage. Now, that's like 3 in a row here. Concordia are going to tap and run it again. So Mitchell Curry will tap and see what his options are. Zula back inside. Alexander driven back. That's not working this time. Hart Nobody on the outside. He steps back inside. Cam Hart. Still driving on here. Weller. He's got numbers. They're over, Concordia. No, they're not. They are now. I believe that's Weller diving for the line. It is Jack Weller with the try.
Scored by number 9, Jack Weller.
So Jack Weller with the try. Brings the Stingers a little bit closer at 33-12 after 36 minutes. Maybe 34 minutes depending on the time stop for the referee. They'll line this up for the conversion. And that is, I believe that's Jackson Alexander down getting treatment on the goal line. I'm just trying to see the numbers that are out there. It's Weller. Well, he's missed. Well, he was having a bit of trouble in the warm-up there. So 33-12. The Gators will get us back up and going. Just wait for the ball to come back into play here. So Hunter Doucette puts it deep into the in goal area, and this will be a scrum center.
Ball was downed in the try zone following a kickoff. Scrum center.
Advantage again. So Concordia give it away, continue to give away
Knock on by Stingers. Scrum Gators.
possession. They're in the knock on, and I'm sure this is a day the front rows are just loving it. Nice warm fall day. Got to be in the mid-20s here in Montreal. And
Thanks to our proud sponsor for all your roofing needs. Check out Toiture Trois Étoiles, a company specializing in roofing services with a desire to support athletic and community initiatives. Thank you, Toiture Trois Étoiles.
Perry gets the ball in. Under a bit of a pressure here. Set. Oh, great tackling there in the middle of the field from the Stingers. But there's that live wire. McDonald again. He has been everywhere together today. Doucette gets it down the short side. Bishops will just be content to recycle it here. They're lining up here, the Gators. Doucette. With some trouble here, Concordia. LeBrenz. He offloads it. Concordia have successfully slowed them down. Doucette. The Gators will want quick ball here. Got bodies in the middle of the field. Poor pass. Perry has to recollect it. Donald, Doucette. He's caught. 2 minds. He dumps it out. Oof. Knocked it on there. The referee's gone down. He's been run over by a player, I think. It's Concordia counterattack here. Weller's trying to dig this out, but it's stolen by Bishops, but not legally.
Hands in.
Some big hits happening out there. Stingers get it down the line. Cam Hart. He's breaking through again. Alexander. They stolen this? Nope. This has been a theme all afternoon here for both sides, quite frankly, where the referee has done a poor job of refereeing the breakdown. The amount of this we've had, repeated offsides as well as high tackles. A card has to be in the offing here. Bishops, they get their hands on the ball again. The referee says that's fair play. Stefik. He tries to offload to Brunel, but he's caught. That man, Cam Hart, is there again. Zulu in support as they lumber towards the goal line. This time, Weller tries to flick back inside, and Concordia are caught just short of the line. All kinds of purple bodies around the ball there, and the try given, and the Concordia comeback continues. As we get to 33-17, just here at the half. I said before, we saw this last year. And the year before against Ottawa, to be fair, where Concordia kept coming back. Brandon Taylor with a big run up the middle. Took that Gregan ball back inside from Weller. He's going to try and slot this over at the half to send us in 33-19, and suddenly Concordia are 2 converted tries away from tying this game. Who saw that 25 minutes ago? Well, there you go. So that's the half. We will be back after the half, and we'll see you in the last 40 minutes. Yes, we are ready. We have said our prayers and had our vitamins, and we are ready for the second half. As the referee will get things underway here for the second half as Metallica rings out over the crowd here. For whom the bell tolls is for Bishops today. Under the sun that bounces around. Nobody seems to want it. Brunel in with the tackle. But the Gators fight him off. They'll set it up inside their 22 and bring it just outside. So the kick for touch is no longer an option. As Concordia counter rucks there and driver makes a few new friends. Sean Sowden on for the Stingers. We've turned it over. Cam Hart, he finds a gap. He's through the middle. Cam Hart here. He needs to offload it to friends. And he does. Abuyaha again. Wow, what a game this guy is having. So Sowden's on at 17. Trying to figure out who number 18 is. I'll get that for you in a minute. Joe Gilbert, thank you. So some changes up front. Abuyaha, come on. He's got to go to the line. All the work he's done today. Brunel, surely he's down and over. Try, Stingers. Whoa, bonus point time for the Stingers. Don't give up on these guys. Wow, turnover there from Sowden. Cam Hart with the hot knife through butter run in the middle of the field. We're having a little bit of a conference here to see if the ball was grounded is what I'm going to imagine if there was a knock on. It didn't look clumsy. Yeah, it's a knock on. So there's no try. No, it is a try. Well, there you go. Jack Weller gets the thumbs up, and it's 33-24. And ladies and gentlemen, we have more than a rugby game here in the second half. So the Stingers, at worst, will get a point from this game, as will the Gators. If you're following the out-of-town scoreboard, Laval were victorious over the University of Montreal Carabin today, 44-7 in women's rugby. And congratulations go out to Alan Sweatman and the McGill Martlets women's rugby team for winning for the first time in many, many years as they beat the Bishops Gators 38-35. 33-26, and we're down to a 7-point difference here. They hang it high here. No knock on there. Bishops have knocked it on here, though, and the Concordia will get the put in here, and you can just feel the momentum starting to swing here. And these changes in the front row will surely pay dividends. Sean Sowden seems to be giggling already before the ball's put in here, so he's going to enjoy his afternoon here against McDowell. And Gilbert is up against Wright. Some big changes by two big people. And the ball goes in here, and Concordia holds steady. The Bishops are the ones that get the shove on here. Weller's got to get this out. He does. Taylor. Torden. Gets it out to Despa, I believe that was, on the other side. Weller gets him going again. Zulu, he pulls it around. Taylor goes into the gap. Referee says fair contest there, and Bishops are going down the other side. A poor Grubber has found touch just in the Concordia bench area. believe somebody from the Gators is down, getting attention to their ankle. Seems to be taken care of rather quickly. The Stingers will have the line out here. Curry, he gets it in. That's a great lineup. The Stingers seem to be clicking here. How about you here? He's through again. Torden, Zulu. Oh, and Calvin Zulu spilled the beans there. But judged to have been a high tackle. Fair to say that's the 6th today. Steve Martinez patrolling the sidelines. Good to see him here today. Weller finds touch. We'll go again. Jackson Alexander has been the main focus today. So Mitchell Curry will get us in here. Go around and Alexander goes up and he misses the ball, but Joe Gilbert gets it. Libor Stefik, he's on. Sowden clears him out with a bit of authority there. These two props have made a big difference coming into the game so far. Oh, the turnover we didn't need, and Bishops have advantage here on the far side of the pitch. We'll scramble it up. Still playing with advantage here, Bishops, as they offload it. McDowell. Pull it around the back here, and they've got, and they had space and time. Just no hands. And that ball did not go into touch. Curry. Gilbert helps clear that out. Weller. How about you here? Torden. Taylor. Oh, what a great break here from Taylor if he's got some friends. Oh, and Brunel knocks it on. Whoa, goal line was begging. Still quite a bit of work to do there, obviously, but the hands weren't with him. Elias Brunel from the Parc Olympique Club. Play mostly out of the East End of Montreal. Always a good social with Parco. Playing up in the men's premier this year. So what's on here for Bishops? They'll get it in. Curry tried to steal that one, but not having it. Big tackle there from Cam Hart as Doucette got his back line going. And that's a big, 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 big turnover, and Torden's going to go fast, and he's told to come back. So the Stingers really need to take the time here to slow it down. Weller's going to go. Nope, he's been told twice. He can't make it a bit more obvious than that. He has to put his hands out twice, the referee, to be fair. Weller wants to play this quicker tempo, but not saying much about our lineouts today. Alexander, Weller, Gilbert. He is stopped by two Bishops players. That is a collision, ladies and gentlemen. How about you here? He is having a barnstormer of a game. He's had tackles when we needed, carries when we needed, and the dummy to Sowden. Weller. He bounces around a few tackles, Jack Weller, and he's still up. It's knocked on, surely. Sean Sowden. The Clydesdales have the ball now, ladies and gentlemen. It won't be going to the back, so you can guarantee that. They take it on again. Be careful not to turn this over, Concordia. Abu Yuhia, is he stopped short of the line? He just is. Weller. And we're coming back for... I think we're coming back for a knock-on. We have a stinger down. The time is off. 10 minutes here in the second half. Jack Weller bounces back up as he always seems to. He's overcome some bad breaks, no pun intended, the last couple of years. Jack Weller with his wrist and his shoulder, and he just keeps plying at it. Great teammate. And he wants this back line moving. So are we going to see points, or are we going to see another trick play? Take the points to get us within 4. It looks like they're setting up for something else. Mitchell Curry's been kicked to the backs. Zulu back inside to Sowden. Saw this in the first half. Different people, same plays. Curry. Stefik, he is stopped just short of the line. The Stingers have advantage for offside. So it's a free play. Sean Sowden goes down like a Kennedy in front of the posts there. Well, I don't see any snipers in the stands, but Sean Sowden went down pretty fast with nobody around him. Whoa. That goal line fever from the Stingers here. Still going, though. The forwards will hit it up. Taylor's going over the ball there. Surely he scored. He has. And ladies and gentlemen, the Stingers have clawed this back to 33-31. And if you had said this 45, 50 minutes ago, you might have been sadly mistaken. But as I said, don't sleep on this team. Bishops have done absolutely nothing since the 35th minute offensively. And to be fair, Concordia just seemed to be sticking it to them. So Weller, he's got to slot this over. Fair to say so far, monster runs and contributions from the Concordia second rows in Jackson Alexander and Colette Abu Yahia. And just inside, nope, it's hit the post and come back out. Well, that's the second missed conversion. 4 points he's left out there today. Steve McNeil will not be happy with this kicking display so far today. But the Stingers trail. We still have 27 minutes to go. A lot of rugby left, and like I said, so far it's been Concordia. So the house that Bishops built in the first half is no longer standing by the looks of it. Deep ball. It's kept ball by Taylor. He's having a great game today. McDonald put that in a pretty good spot. Pick and go here. There's Cam Hart again. Finding his way around the breakdown. Gilbert. He offloads to Brunel. Tries to offload. He does offload. Oh, and look out here, ladies and gentlemen. Keeps going. Time and space. Time and space. Time and space beneath the post. And what a try. What has happened in this game? What has happened in this game, ladies and gentlemen? Emile Duberg with the try between the posts. Oh my goodness. Callan Despa with a great counterattack run. Ran over 2 Gators. And the Stingers are now leading this game 36-33. The announcer, our stadium announcer, is having a fun time with the Bishops fans here today. And whose house is this? Rings out from the Stingers fans. Fair enough. But as I said, there's a lot of rugby left. Weller slots it over. 38-33. This has been some kind of game. You didn't want to be a Concordia fan in the first 20 minutes, and you haven't wanted to be a Bishops fan since then. Hard to explain what's really happened here. Certainly the two substitutions have made a massive impact here. And the Stingers have just found ways to get around the ball and do good things with it. A lot of drop balls in the first half and have stormed back here. As I said, I think great contributions here from the two second rows. And that's made a big difference. You can just see it growing here. So we'll go deep again. McDonald, Taylor. He takes it in. Zulu at the breakdown. Gilbert. Big tackle from the Gators there. And we're starting to see a little bit of stuff off the ball as Torton takes it into contact. Southern there to cover the ball. It's a lot of man covering a ball for sure. Hart. Torton. He pulls it. Abu Yahia, oh, he's tripped up. He's just tripped up. That ball is out quickly, though, and Sean Sowden up the gut. They need to be careful here, the Stingers. Turn that over, have they not? No, they've cleared it out, but the referee is adjudged that that is a knock-on. So the free-throwing rugby costs them a knock-on just inside their 22. Steady scrum. That turns a bit. Jack Weller. Zulu's off to the side. He's got Weller on the outside. He keeps it on the inside. Looks for the quick offload. The Stinger back row there in numbers, but Bishops have turned this over. Hard to see what's going on there. Doucette. Oh, that's a big hole for Doucette. They were pinching there, the Stingers, and Weller is tracking him down, but I don't think he's going to catch him. Oh, and poor ball decision there from Bishops as it went into to touch. Quite the run there from Doucette.
For women's rugby, McGill has defeated Bishops by a score of 38-35.
Bishops on the front foot here. McDowell right in support. They've got their Clydesdales clicking. Bishops going right up the middle now. Oh, you saw him coming from deep, and the Bishops Gators have a bit of life in them, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give up on this game yet.
Number 12. Alexander Rubin on the try, number 12.
And it's good. So Bishops retake the lead, 40 points to 38. 20 minutes to go. Fun game if you're a stats person today. So Jack Weller will try and get us off. He'll kick to the Sherbrooke side of the field. Or will he? He will not. He will kick to the stands. And the Stingers will try and get underneath this. His restarts have been excellent so far today. And another great ball hung high here. Cam Hart eyeing up. And Bishops want nothing to do with that, and we've offloaded it here. And Concordia are inside the 40 meters. 22, that's Sowden to Torden. Connor Torden. Great second effort there. That's Mason Mount clearing out that ruck. Weller. Ooh, Taylor, he gets stopped with some authority. Concordia banging up the middle. Bishops are all over the place here defensively. Weller, Sowden. Sowden takes it on. He's still rolling around on the ground with the ball, but he turns it over, and Bishops have kicked it directly into touch. Nope, he must have been just inside the 22. Yeah, he was just inside the 22.
Line out Gators.
In and out for the Gators. A few changes out here. We'll try and keep you up to date with who's swapped to. Williams can't handle the bouncing ball. He had great hands in the first half, but it's coming back. I'll say it again, another penalty. Offside for Concordia, number 10, or not 10, he's claiming. Well, I think that came from the AR. I don't think that came from the referee at all. Fair dues if they're not. We've definitely got some changes out here for Bishops. Fair to say that the Bishops pack has gotten slightly bigger. As their prop and hooker will try and figure out what the calls are. And it's not straight. Well played by Concordia for putting the jumper up.
Option for Concordia.
So a free kick. A free kick. Concordia will run this. No doubt it'll go from Weller to Zulu, and we'll have to guess who it goes to next. Oh, out to Torden this time. Abu Yuhia having a stormer of a game. I don't think he'll get MVP, but all his work has not gone unnoticed. Zulu. Weller looks to switch it up. Abu Yuhia again. Another strong run. Torden. Sowden. He's met. Oh, that's a poor ball. That's a knock on surely from Bishops. And now it's a penalty. So he's knocked it on, and the player in front of him has played the ball. So that is offside. Rather fortuitous for the Stingers. And Weller will thump it into touch. Next game for men's rugby is on the road next Friday night at the University of Ottawa against the GGs.
Line out Stingers.
Which will surely be another must-win game. As the Stingers ring changes here, load up the middle of the field. check with the game sheet and see who's replaced who here. They get it in. They get it out. Well executed there. Oh, Torton has just pulled that to the wrong person. Weller, mount. Ryan Yamamoto. Great throw at the line out there. Jackson Vino has come on. The pitch as the Gators clear it down the pitch and start playing for some territory. Never a bad strategy at this part of the game.
Line out Stinger.
And we have 14 minutes. 14 minutes to go here. Don't forget, in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, the Dave Hardy Cup here, 2 p.m. between Concordia and McGill in the men's rugby. That will be the last home game for the men of the season as we honor our longtime Rugby Quebec contributor Dave Hardy playing for this trophy. Weller punts it over the top. Doucette collects it. He's got space down here on the outside. That's some poor defending by the Stingers to give up the winger. Williams. Weller with the tackle. They'll hit it up here. They have got some momentum. Desperate shirt tackles here from the Stingers as they have lots of room on the outside. Bishops choose to go up the middle. McDowell, he bangs it up. That's off the foot, and he's offside, and that's a penalty. Or is he going to say this is accidental? If it's accidental, it's a scrum. But he's going to say it's not, so it's a penalty. Not often you see one of those in a game, and now we've had two. Weller puts it deep. That's a great kick.
Line out Stinger.
A line out for Concordia around the 40-meter line. That is a great kick for relief. The Stingers needed that. 12 minutes to go here. Bishops leads by 2 points. As the sun shines, not on Leith, but on Loyola. Oh, is that a knock on? Nope. They're going to say that's gone backwards from a Bishops player. Bishops finding some momentum here through their pack. Doucette back inside to Driver. He's cleared out. Great step by Doucette to beat Torton, but well recovered by Connor. Bishops will try and work this side of the field. Rose didn't see that he had Williams, and McDowell rumbles up, and Soudan tries to poach. Now he tries to counter ruck. Referee asks him to let go of it. And Bishops have numbers, but no hands. Driven back in the tackle there. Concordia are well to it. Going to pull it out and try and, well, that's gone straight into touch. Bit of relief there for the Stingers as they will get the line out on the halfway line. Things have slowed down here slightly. Didn't think the pace could be kept for.
Line out Stinger.
Kai Williams has certainly made a big difference for Bishop since he stepped onto the pitch. If you're looking for an impact sub, he has made his mark since coming on the pitch.
Thanks to our proud sponsor, Design, a company specializing in the distribution of building products and technical support.
As has Duncan Gunn at 25.
Support athletic and community initiatives.
So Concordia with some great attacking position here. They could push one over, it'd be great, but they're going backwards in a scrum at a rapid rate. And they're going to be penalized. And rightly so for that, Concordia.
Going to the ground in the scrum. Penalty awarded to the Gators.
And Gunn will put it well into the sideline, into the Gators, into the Concordia bench area.
Stingers are selling Stingers t-shirts and Stinger alumni t-shirts over at the canteen. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Great lineup from the Gators there, and they will try and get their back line, but McDowell is going to try and take on the Concordia defense, and he does. It's good two attacking options here from the Gators as Concordia slows them down. Kai Williams again, like I said, he's made an impact since he's come onto this field, both in the scrums and outside, and now Concordia are going to be rewarded with a penalty. Looks like Jack Weller has left the field. So we've got a replacement at 9. Have we made touch here? We have.
Line out, Stinger.
So we'll just get you his replacement in a minute. Well stolen by Bishops. Kyle Shabata has come in at 9.
Knocked on by the Gators. Scrum Stingers. Thanks to our proud sponsor, Toiteux Cloisetoile. For all your roofing needs, check out Toiteux Cloisetoile, a company specializing in roofing services with a desire to support athletic
So around 8 minutes for Concordia to try and steal this. Looks like Joe Gilbert has left the field. He's clutching his side. And again, Concordia under terrible pressure here. Calvin Zulu's got to do a better job there. They get it out. Torton, he sees space down. Oh, an unlucky bounce there is going to sit up for the Bishops. Cam Hart, he's there again. He always seems to be there when needed. And the Gators will slow this down. You have to think they're going to try and put it down the field at some point. Williams. And the box kick. Despa. Now, saw some magic before in the second half. He's cleared out at the ruck. Bishops. Concordia have knocked that on. Well, Kyle Shabata, he really needed to be better there. And the Bishops fans letting him know it. Seems to be asking the referee for a bit of help, but I don't think that's going to come. So Evan Shibata also out there. He's taking out the inside center spot. Those have been the two big changes. So Taylor's out for Shibata, and Weller has left the field for Kyle Shibata. Another big scrum here from the Gators, no doubt. Concordia hold their own this time, and Bishops get off to the races. Torden, wow, he's trucked there. Well done. Evan Shibata has done a great job of anticipating that pass. Zulu. Shibata. Alexander again. Workhorse day he's put in today. Real yeoman performance as Shibata gets it out to Hart. He elects to keep it. He's still going, Cam Hart. And they're going to be called here for obstruction. They are. Well, I'm not sure anybody really knew anything about that, but he's been consistent.
Obstruction.
And Bishops are going to have about 5 minutes here with the ball in a pretty good spot. So it looks like the Gators are going to slow this down. Take a shot at goal. You'd have to think the way McDonald has been kicking today that he's got a good shot. If that is him, I'm trying to see out there. I think it might be Gunn that's, yeah, it's Gunn. So 3 points here will take them 5 points clear, which would require a scrum. Still give Concordia the bonus point, of course. If we're lost by less than 7 and 4 tries, so we'd get 2 out of this if the score stayed somewhat close to the same. It's up, and it's wide. So we're going to run it out. I believe that's Evan Shibata having a run here. And he, oh, my goodness. And we have Concordia have turned this over. Well, you know, inexperience and youthfulness are great there, but they needed to really rethink that. The Bishops knocking on the door here, some 10 meters out. Williams. I think they're just going to be content with this pick and go for a while here, Bishops. A try here would take Concordia away from an additional bonus point. Tall task to ask from the Stingers to defend this repeatedly. They'll pop it out again. They keep hammering down that side near the Sherbrooke side. Concordia have hands on it. They've got advantage here. Yeah, it looked awkward. You could see hands puddling about on it, but it didn't look very good. The Bishops with a decision to make here. We've 80 minutes on the clock. Surely the referee has some added time for stops. We've had a few stops for injuries, so McDowell, he stopped just short of the line. They need a big stop here at Concordia. And he's knocked it on. The Gators have knocked this on. So a sigh of relief. Now Concordia, if they can get the ball in and out of the scrum, 2 minutes.
Club Stinger.
40-38. It's been mostly Concordia except for these last 5-10 minutes. Held on heroically here. They had a big scrum here, and they've not been very good the last couple, and Bishops are going to be penalized for going before the ball's put in. Calvin Zulu, Torton. It's all sideways at the moment from the Stingers. It's straightened up well there. Oof. Looked a little high. The referee's going to let that go. Shibata. They look a little confused at the moment. Stingers trying to run it out here. Clear it out. They've got numbers. They've got some space. Shibata, he gets rocked in the tackle and does well to get it back. Torton. Zulu. Oh, out of the back. What a great flick that was. Sonny Bill Williams. Cam Hart, he secures the ball. Torton, Shibata. They've got to get this right. The Stingers are slowly but surely walking down the field. Advantage, hands out for offside. Bishops will be penalized. Again, they're going to go fast. Cam Hart. Surely they weren't 10. Great hands by Jackson Alexander. Torton. Shibata. Surely not. Oh, the Stingers. Down the far sideline. We've kept it in bounds. It's gone out. A wayward pass. The Bishops bench is celebrating like the game is over, but unfortunately for them, the referee says it's not. And time is off again. Well, I think that's going to be a question everyone's going to ask here is, were Bishops even close to being back 10 here on the quick tap? Fair to say they were not. But that's in the past.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Bishop Gator, number 17, North Set, the Gator to Bishop, Howard.
Jackson Vinoy tried to get it back to a teammate. So the Stingers are down somebody here. They've got somebody down, of course. World Rugby now says to play on, as it should be. Otherwise, we'd have people waiting around all day for something. And that is Despa. He's back up. So they need a steal here, the Stingers. Steal and a drop goal.
Stingers were tackled out of bounds. Line out, Gators.
We still don't have time on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on the sideline. I think who it came off. We've now established that that is... The time is back on. Oh, good little trick play at the start, at the front there. And they're just going to run this down, Bishops, a few times and surely kick it into touch. That seems to be the operation manual for everybody these days. Very, very difficult to turn this over. They'll go down the other side. Bit of room there. Can Concordia turn it over? Wow, they've done the worst thing. They've been called for offside. And they'll kick it into touch and end this game. And they will escape with a 40-38 victory. And well played by the Stingers to come back. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed both games of rugby. And, we hope to see you here in person. Have a great day.